Karmic planet Saturn is the main planet for donor, for giving blessings. Any kind of, that may be job, that may be business, that may be creative work, that may be talented work. So Saturn has so much influence in life. Simple word is that natives should be acquainted with hard work, dedication, discipline, responsibility bearing ability. In this process, Shoni takes time, is not giving this, after a few days he gives the result. Shoni, by this process, increase the communication power, the skill of the persons, of the native, and ultimate Shani gives his blessings. First point is that there is some points I try to make it synchronize. In which house Shani is posited, in that house significance natives should be cautious about. If Shani is placed in the fifth house is children, fifth house is talent, intelligence, speculation, entertainment, wealth, all are there. In that case, Saturn gives the blessing to the native or give the directions to improve or growth his children. If in the previous life he does not maintain that, in the present life he have to make the responsibility of the children. If he fails so, the next life will come and have to bear that. Second point, second house from the Shani Maharaj, where it is placed, is very important. In the present life, main hurdles will be on that house. As for example, Saturn posited in fifth house, suppose in Capricorn sign. Sixth house is Aquarius, Kumbh. Here, sixth house is hard to the people. Sixth house to crack the competitive examinations. Sixth house is the solve the litigations, overcome the disease, destroy the enemy. All will be there. So here Shani shows the native and give him the directions for hard working, dedication, courage, responsibility. So Saturn is very important planet. Posited house and second house is also important. And when it is posited in Upachaya Bhav, that means third house, sixth house, 10th house, 11th house, it giving good result. But native confused. Native having sixth house, Saturn, Upachaya Bhav, but telling I am under very much stressful life. Stress is coming from the Saturn, but hard work, dedication, laborious work will be continued. After the period, the blessing will come. It is not sudden like Rahu, but it will come to the native. Native by stair improved his life. Now no doubt I come to the chart from first house to 12th house, describe everything. Another negative point arises in the mind of the people that I try to clear it. Some people told in first house Aries sign, if Saturn is posited, no doubt debilitated. Also in the friend's house, that means Scorpio, Lordship goes to Mars, there also. It necessarily not mean Saturn in Aries gives you distress, gives you nothing, no wealth, no prosperity. No, it is not. We have to check the D9 chart. What is the strength of D9 chart? Here it is in the mesh or Aries Saturn is debilitated. In that case, it may be in Capricorn sign. It may be in Aquarius sign, Moon Trikona of Saturn, giving too much wealth. So this point to be in mind. Now, the video will be more longer. So coming to the chart to elaborate every point where Shani can give good result. Then try to give the example chart also. The chart of Kalpurusha Kundali, the first house, second house, third house, and so on, coming to the 12th house. What is the influence of karmic planet Saturn? Shani Maharaj. First house, generally in Kalpurusha Kundali, it is Mesh Rashi, Aries. Saturn is debilitated, may not give good results. But here, natives should not be satisfied here with. Natives should consult D9 chart. Where Saturn is posited, the result will come. Here in first house, Shani gives the native to be disciplined, to be hardworking, to have to make, be a responsibility, to be dedicated. So all are there, a native charisma, native personality, native appearance, all will be increased. A native may be a self-deed person. Now second house is the house of Taurus. Shani is posited, gives too much wealth. Generally it's coming from the family business or family income. Native may generally involved in Saturn gives him the direction for family business to continue. In the third house actually the lordship goes to Mercury in Kalpurusha Kundali, and significant planet of Mars and Saturn. Mars for courage, but courage of Mars and courage of Saturn is different. Saturn gives the skill, Saturn gives the communications. By that skill and communications and knowledge and experience, he makes the courage. So that courage is totally different from that of Mars. Now another point here is that since here the significant house of Mars also. Suppose Saturn and Mars is posited here, then what is that is the assumption there will be some injury, some accident, etc. Not that. If Saturn and Mars are posited in same house like third house, or Saturn in third house, Sun in Mars, Mars in the ninth house, aspecting each other 180 degree, then native could get a government job that may be at least third category job may be there from government level. So Saturn Mars always not positive. No doubt some demerit is there. Native have to cautious about his car or bike in which he is traveling. Then in that case, he have to maintain the limitation of Saturn. Mars have no limitations. He is so much aggressive, but limitation of Saturn should be in mind. Now fourth house, Saturn not very good. It is the mother house, no doubt. But here if Jupiter is present in the 8th house, then first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth aspect coming to the Saturn. So Saturn gets benefic effect. Not only that, Jupiter is posited in the 10th house, giving the 7th aspect on the Saturn. That is also benefic for the mother house. Or even Jupiter is posited in 12th house, then 5th house aspect coming to the 4th house, that native will take care of his mother. Now coming to the 5th house. 5th house is very important. It is the second trine. First trine is ascendant, Lagna, second trine is 5th house, and third trine is 9th house, house of fortune. It is the Purva Punna house. So, Saturn what have did in the past life? Parubdha karma. the next part is coming in this life. And after that future life, that will be converted to the future life. As for example, suppose in the previous life, native not so acquainted about children growth or children education, etc. In this life, native have to bear in mind the growth and education of the children. This is the first point. Here, in all planets, fifth house is the house of talent. From here, Saturn gives the 11th aspect on success. So native always have the tendency to gain something. So native gain something means have to work hard, have to be dedicated in his work. That is Saturn showing. So Saturn is very important in the fifth house. If it is in thy own sign, Capricorn sign, or Aquarius sign, it is very strong. Very strong Saturn and very weak Saturn, both are giving some problem. But in the ultimate journey, the native gets fruits, too much wealth, too much prosperity, too much benefit, rewards, honor also. Why rewards? Saturn is Dandodata. If he makes anything wrong, then government or society may give him punishment. If he do the good deeds, then he gets the rewards. So Saturn is the Dandodata. Saturn should not accept unfair means. Native should be free from any unfair type of job, unfair types of dealings, and respect the people. Saturn is the people. Saturn is the labor class. Saturn is the people who are different from the birth. All are Saturn. Now I am not coming to the remedial measures, but just to 12th house, what is the influence? Already told, Saturn in the 6th house, when coming here, suppose Saturn posited in 5th house coming to the 6th house we are observing. Then 6th house, what is the significance? Litigation, competitiveness, rogue, ruin, repo. All will be there. So, if Saturn is not posited in 6th house, suppose in 5th house, then native have to cautious about his job, about his people service, about his competition, about his rogue, ruin, repo, disease, and also the loan from government or the enmity. Saturn in 6th house, the Upachoy Bhav very strong. It will overcome all the difficulties the native arise. So now coming to the 7th house. 7th house Saturn, generally we are seeing in practice the delay in marriage. Why it is? Saturn tried to make perfect bonding. Anyone takes any partner and makes marriage, Saturn not permitted. So that's why Saturn makes delay, try to make the bonding perfect. Not only that, it is the house of business. If Saturn is well placed here, then Libra sign is exalted. Business will be flourished. Not only that, the partnership business also will be very strong here with. And from here, he give the aspect, 7th aspect to the native to give the lessons that you have something in your part. You should be cautious about your strength of body, your appearance, your dealings, your glamour. That is there. So 7th house Saturn, not very bad. Maybe some delayed, but perfect partner will come. No question of separation or divorce is there if Saturn is posited. in Libra or in Makar, that is Kumbha Rashi, own sign, or Trikon Rashi, Aquarius. Coming to the 8th house. 8th house is the transformations. 8th house, stress, struggle, hidden work, inheritance, all are there. It is also the longevity house. When Saturn is posited, Saturn is the significator of the 8th house, and also Ketu Dev. And Lordship goes to Scorpion sign Mars. What happens here? Saturn, when posited, maybe the chronic disease may be going so many times, but if the native follow the Saturn's rule, not lying on the bed, he follow the discipline, he follow the advice of doctors, native again come to his own phase. It is sometimes called death house. It is not actually death. It is the house alive. 12th from the 9th. So it is the fortune of 12. 12 is spiritual journey. So that fortune, Bhagya Bhav of spiritual journey is here with. If native is fear in mind, not adopting any indulgence, then his transformation from poverty to richness will be easier. And Saturn no doubt takes time, but change the native from rock to heaven. And also the inherited property native may get if 6th house not under malefic, or here is no papkattari in the 8th house. Then native gets every signification of the 8th house. Coming to the 9th house, there is some controversy. Some 9th house is very good for Saturn, some tells it is not, but actually it is the house of Guru. 9th house Sagittarius. In the house of Guru, Saturn is very good. Saturn respect the Guru, Gurudev Brihaspati. If Saturn is refined minded, adopting nothing, indulgence with him, no unfair means, steady him in study. This is the house of higher studies, higher knowledge, going abroad, all will be theirs. And Father blessing will be there also here with, if there is no papkattari, no afflictions. So 9th house is very good for Saturn. 9th house, Saturn aspecting the 3rd house, increase the creation power. Saturn is very important planet. Saturn has 2 hands, one is Rahu, other is Ketu, the subcontractor. By the help of Rahu, by the help of Ketu, Saturn fulfilled his work. Now 9, 10, 11, 3 houses very important. Dharma, Karma, Kam, Moksha. 9, 10, 11, 12. So when Saturn is posited, we already told, 2nd house Saturn gives too much wealth, 6th house too much wealth, 10th house. Why? This is ortho trikona. 3, 7, 11 also, that is the calm trikona, desired triangle. And desired triangle, highest important is the Aquarius sign, mool trikona of the Saturn. So Saturn in 9th house, very good. When come to 10th house, his own sign in Kalpurusha Kundali. 10 and 11, Lordship goes to Saturn in Kalpurusha Kundali. So Saturn emphasis on what? Emphasis on his job, professions. He may be a high profile job holder, may be a CEO. So 10th house Saturn is very important, giving prosperity, honor, wealth, everything. already told Saturn is the main donor. But Saturn gives everything after giving proper skill, proper communication power, proper responsibility bearing ability, then that comes. 10th house Saturn, yet Saturn gets directional strength. Now coming to the 11th house, here also Saturn is very good. Some may told here income is not so much high. Saturn gives stepwise in fulfillment of the desires. So it is also very strong house. If benefic planet like Jupiter posited in the 5th house, aspecting the 11th house, Saturn gets more important result, more wealth, more prosperity in life. But it should not be connected with Ketu and Moon. Ketu and Moon may not give the progress in this life of hardworking dedications. To get the blessing of Saturn, we have to mix, restricted our Ketu and Moon, both. Now 12th house. 12th house Saturn, what is the problem here with? Problem here with is that here Saturn is too much expensive. Saturn makes too much expense here with. But if the native knows the money management, so he expenses not for himself, but for the Vidhashram, but for the charitable organizations, but for the orphans, poorest of the poor, he may help them and get the blessing, no doubt. Any long-term investment like Vidhashram, like any type of hospitalization, he get return in life. So 12th house Saturn is also good. To the chart of India's richest person, Mukesh Ambani. Date of birth 19 April 1957, time of birth 1953, place of birth Edinburgh. Here ascendant is Scorpio. We already told. In a Scorpio ascendant or Aries ascendant, Saturn may make some trouble, but here it is not. Saturn in a Scorpio sign well, and in the Taurus sign Mars also very well, and he is one of the successful person. Why it is? Then we have to come to the D9 chart of Mukesh Ambani. What happens here? The ascendant is changes to Cancer sign, that is Cork. And what is the position of Saturn? Saturn in the Kendra house. There is also Kendra house, but here in the Capricorn sign, making Sasho Raj Yoga. So just by taking the birth chart, we cannot predict everything. We have to take the support of D9 chart, like that of Mukesh Ambani. Here in the first birth chart D1, 10th house Jupiter is posited, and 10th house Jupiter gives the 7th aspect on the 4th house of happiness. Here 7th house, then here 8th, 9th house. 9th house, Sun, Mercury, Ketu, Venus is there. All will be activated by the 9th aspect of Jupiter. So this is very important point in case of Mukesh Ambani's chart. And Saturn Mars here 180 degree. There is no case of any injury, etc. Giving so much wealth. So that is not always good, that there will be Saturn Mars combination means injury or accident. So that is revealed from the chart. Sun, the main energy, is exalted in the Aries sign in 6th house. 6th house is karma. So that is giving the aspect on the 12th house. So he has too much relationship or business throughout the world. So Mukesh Ambani is famous. Now coming to the chart of Dr. Manmohan Singh. Why? It is in the 2nd house, the Ortho Trikona, Capricorn. Saturn is placed. So he is a wealthy person. So much prosperity with his his positions is there. His Lagna is Dhanu and Rashi here is Kark. So moon is well placed, but 8th house moon gives some disturbance, no doubt. But by his efforts, he become world famous economist. He changed in our country the economic reforms fast. Not only that, he is ex-Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh.